welcome back to the Portal Room. I am, of course, Calibus Rand. With me is Marky Mark and my first officer of the USS Victory, Commander Xena. And we have Rob from the Imperial Renegades, but our special guest returning from a most enjoyable, successful Renaissance fair, springtime in the Shire. This this experience has made me a fan, and I've never been to one. Uh, the smells were incredible. The food, the mead, the costumes, and I'm telling you, if you have not been to one, they are returning in September. You have to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Tess. So Tess, tell us all the goodies. How do
Well,
we
let's
do as
see.
far as the food bank and everything?
Well, we raised $600 in donations um, from the people that came in, and we had about 1,300 pounds of food. So that's a good start. Um, so that was really cool. We had great attendance. We had a lower attendance than we had last year. Well, in the fall, but we had about we would say somewhere between 4 and 6,000 people show up, which was good, even though we had a little sprinkage on Saturday. Everybody had sprinkage. We were basically dry, um, but everybody else around us had rain, so we didn't have as big a turnout as we usually do.
But honestly, I mean, every now and then something would hit my hat. It was not like you said. I mean, you were saying that we weren't going to get hit as bad as, and we didn't, and it was nice. Um, you know, again, I cannot stress coming in there and then seeing everything that we saw and then walking the trails and then having you take us around, introducing us to all the different people. Um, I hate to sound like a cliche, but it was something kind of magical. It was nice. It
Well,
was
thank you, because that's
different.
the idea, is to bring the magic for both. Because some people, with our point on this event is to raise is our crusade against hunger. We want to feed people. We want to feed the masses. That is our big thing. But the other thing is having a free Renaissance fair is to give people a chance, because again, life is really expensive right now. Groceries, gas, all the things. We don't charge people to come in. Now, yes, we did charge people $5 to park, but we had a parking crew. But our parking crew was actually a charitable organization as well. They were the First Class Club out of Norfolk, Virginia, at the naval base. They are active duty sailors, and they came out because what they do with the money that they raise on capital events, they try to do bake sales, all kinds of stuff. But I knew that if they came out, they could raise more money quicker in one weekend than they do. Because again, I'm a Navy veteran. I was a Navy corpsman, so again, a little partial. My son's in the Navy. A lot of partialness here. Um, and they're able to give this money. They'll do their Christmas parties. They'll do Christmas parties, Easter parties, things for the children, deployment parties, things of that nature. But they also give half of everything they make to the Sailors and Marine Corps Relief Fund, which is if you are military, you know that that is for sailors and Marine Corps, basically younger sailors, and Marines, cadets, whatever, that, get behind on something, or something happens and they need to travel, and they don't have the money to go travel. So this money pays for them to travel. So again, they can give them money to go home, depending on where they are, anywhere in the world. They can get them a flight, get them home. If they need to have hotels, food, whatever, they can get them home. So that money is what that is for. And so for me, that is a huge, huge thing. Um, and so it's another way for us to give back. And so, which is why I hired them to come and do their fundraiser at ours.
No, we when we came in and everything else, it was nice. We got the direction. You know what I mean? So it again, I was a little bit nervous being my first time there and everything else, but after seeing Rob and his Marky Mark, of course, dare I say, Captain Vonda and her little hat and everything else, it was such a great time, you know, and all the vendors were friendly and outgoing. You know, they took the time to talk with you and everything else, and we met so many nice people there. Um, that it
It's a
was,
vibe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
It's our goal. So
But I was impressed with the way you guys set up when we went down into the Shire. How you had the the um,
Street sign.
archery,
Yeah. And
the
everything was.
axe throwing. Yeah, right. I mean, and then the blacksmithing, right there at the tables. They're doing their thing. They got their little. I don't even know what to call it, but I know they had the anvil out
forge,
there. Yes,
the
their
forge.
forge,
Yeah.
doing their stuff, heating stuff up right there in front of us. And like I said, Cag had a ball. Uh, she was definitely into the vibe. She overdid it a little bit, you know what I mean? Because because the kids came, then the grandkids came, and it was just like everybody was there vibing and doing this thing. And they want to come next year, you know. And then we're like, well, we're doing it in September, and everybody's like, oh, I don't know if I can get a costume ready by September or whatever. So you guys did an excellent job for anybody that was there for the first time. I'm sure this was going to be the thing. Matter of fact, one of our co-hosts for the Blurs, um, his girlfriend was saying that we made his day by inviting because he's always wanted to go to one. So he had his little cape, his sword, and Paladin was right in there. He was, you know what I mean. So you guys did a tremendous job with this.
Yeah, we would love to have stormtroopers walking down the village. It's fine. You know, it's time travel, whatever. We could see some stormtrooper walking down the side. That'd be funny. I would, maybe we could get the stormtroopers to fight the knights. I mean, I'm
Oh yeah.
all kinds of things. Then the pirates will just come up and go, bye. Or maybe they can fight the Vikings. Vikings like to fight everybody. So
Yeah.
all the fun things. Yeah, it's a piece of magic that most people, if you can't, because I mean, there are Renaissance fairs out there, just as that there are ones like in Virginia. We have the Virginia Renaissance Fair up in Lake Anna. There's the Maryland Renaissance Fair. There's North Carolina. There's Penzic, which is in Pennsylvania. That is that's like 8 weeks. And then you have one that's, some of them are multiple weeks. The Maryland one is like 6 weeks or something, six on the weekends. But they cost money to go into, and then you got to drive. So again, they're a lot of fun. I mean, I've been doing them for years. But again, having a free one gives people the opportunity who can't afford it or have never been. They don't want to waste their money on going. So they come and they enjoy their time. And, we have turkey legs. I love turkey legs. And we've got all kinds of other food.
Huge. Those turkey legs were huge.
They were big. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
she
mean,
smokes them. She smokes them and then she grills them.
Yeah.
Mark and I had been to the Black Beer Festival quite a few times. And I have to say, your festival this past weekend, it just makes, I think I'm going to be disappointed when I go to the Black Beer Festival. I'm going to be like, this is it?
Yeah.
I mean, with, all the tents and, the street sign, that we saw. I mean, it was outstanding.
We
I
painted all those. Those are all handmade because the staff. You met most of my staff, so
Right.
all of us sit down and we painted them and we did the. We know we're a little we have a lot of creativity in all of us, and so we some of us are more creative than others. Let's just put it
yeah,
that way. But we have we have a vision and every year we want to add just a little more to our vision. And again, you know, we don't take any money from Harvest Fair, our charity, to pay for a lot of this stuff. A lot of it's donated through all of us, our time, our energy. Brad, from Black Knight Construction, he actually, he donated the shields and the signs and the things, and he'll go and, if he has leftover lumbers and stuff, it goes to us. So all kinds of really cool stuff. We have a lot of different people. We have our treasurer who won't let us spend money, but he's very good at planning all the things so that we get what we maximizing our investments. So again, it's really kind of cool. We have different people out there who do things. Richard gets all the bands. You met Richard. He gets all the bands, and they all do it for free. All of them do it for free. We give them a tax donation. We feed them. And then, like the Purple Bus, she feeds all the volunteers and the entertainers. So she's really cool. Sheila is amazing with cakes and concessions. And she has a big purple bus, and you probably saw it. And she
Yeah.
just feeds all of my volunteers. We don't charge her a vendor fee, but she feeds everybody. And so it's really great. Other ones do that as well. Like if you went and you put any money in the raffle, that was all donated by every one of those vendors. Every one of those vendors, we call it tax, but they'll come and they'll donate some sort of item that we can raffle off, which gets more money for the food bank because that all goes to the food bank. Part of the parking went to the food bank. So all of these different ways that we can raise money throughout the year. We'll be going and doing some other stuff, just saying, hey, we're out here, come see us. We'll get dressed up. You mean you want us to get dressed up like you saw us with MarsCon? We get dressed and we walk around. Because we're we're like y'all, except we're medieval and you're futuristic.
Well, you can tell the hard work that y'all have done. I mean, when you were telling us about the trails and some of the things that y'all were building, it was just incredible. I mean, I got my girlfriend to come with me on Sunday. She had a ball. She bought jewelry, and
We get
we
you a
did it.
crayon.
Yeah, what is it? A tasting as well.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that was
yeah.
interesting.
Zoe did a test and she did a test.
Yeah, so we got to taste all the meat. So that was pretty cool. And I love where you can air your grievances in front of in front of the queen and king sitting there. That was amazing. So that was really cool to see. Um, now I
Do you
guess
like
my
our? Did you like our walk of shame?
yes, absolutely. Yeah, that was fantastic as well. So yeah, that was great. The one that's coming up in September, it's still going to be the same. I know it's the same place, but all the vendors and everybody that was there this time, will they be there again next time?
Most of the vendors will be there again. We have a lot of anchor vendors. So we'll have a lot of the same vendors. We'll also have some other vendors that because they can't make it in September. We have a couple other ones that will come. But we'll have different skits. We'll have different things going on. But again, we may have some of the same bands, but I don't think so because usually we get different ones for music and things like that nature. But again, you'll have some of the same vendors, some of the same atmosphere. We will still have turkey legs because Hunger said she's going to buy her a sign that says turkey legs. So all the cool things. But yeah, it's kind of the same, it's just a little different.
Okay.
No, I'm.
Same magic.
I I thought. Well, you had one lady walking around with a bubble gun. You had the mermaids. Um,
The belly dancers.
The belly
and
button.
then what I really loved was the Irish wolfhounds.
Ooh.
Oh my God, yes.
And I all I kept saying was, I need a dog. And now I know I want that one.
Yeah. They were so chill. And I spoke to them, before they left, but they were like, yeah, they don't really need a lot. Because I was like, you're gonna have to exercise these dogs a lot. But she was like, no, they run for 15 minutes a day, and then the rest of the time they're gonna sit on the couch. So that's all. And I'm like, okay, because it was like they're not really active type dogs. I'm like, they were beautiful, especially the
They're
puppy.
huge and
They
they're
were huge.
chill.
Yeah,
But they are. They're like, you know, they're happy. They're like, hey, let's go run around for a few minutes and let's go take a nap.
Yeah,
For the rest of the
See,
day.
that's my type of dog right
yeah.
there.
And then
I
I'm
need that
like,
dog.
and they wanted to sit on somebody's lap. I'm like, you are the lap, you know?
Yeah, they think they're lap dogs. It's
Yeah.
funny. They just think they're lap dogs. They're great. There's a society out there that rescues them and also, breeds them as well. So
Okay.
So let me show you some of the food vendors. Luckily, we had Vonda. Uh, 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 she was taking pictures while we were there. If I can just get this to act right. Okay, so it's not gonna be like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
we'll
bought
start
some
here then.
candy from there.
So
I
you the
ate
beehive thing,
food.
I thought that was neat.
Oh yeah, that's
because
Um,
Greasy Hill is an active bee farm. Those are their bees, and they have it all over the Isle of White County, and so they'll go, and that's where all the honey comes from, and that's where all the honey for the mead comes from. Is actually from their bee. We're on an active bee farm.
yeah. They I
and
didn't see or have any experiences
Yeah.
while we were out there with any type of bugs, so I was impressed with that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing bothered
Nothing
us.
bit me or
The
anything.
force.
Now,
I'm just going to say that. Put a lot of it out there.
now I wanted to get back over to that vendor, but I never got a chance to.
Gypsy's Bakery. She's
Yeah.
awesome. She's actually local here in she's in Suffolk. She's out of Suffolk.
That was
Ah.
where you got the.
Now, if you want to go there, you can find her at the farmers market in Smithfield on Saturdays
Yeah.
from 9 to 12.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we got the lemon bar from her.
Oh, that was delicious.
Yeah.
I gained a lot of pounds. I mean, I walked around a lot, but I ate a lot because unfortunately, I'm like, going, hey, how you doing? They're like, here, eat this, and I'm like, okay,
That BLT
and everybody's
you
shoving
had,
food in my face.
that BLT you had looked so good. I was like,
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
every
that was from Katie from Hunger. She ran over and was like, "Eat this,"
yeah,
because they think I don't eat, but all of them feed me. So I'm not hungry. They're like, "Yes, you are. Eat." I'm like, well, okay. I mean, I'm not going to turn down that lemon blueberry bun cake. Oh,
I brought
I
Yeah.
mine
said, I'm
to
gonna eat mine tonight. I
yeah.
opened up the
Oh.
refrigerator and it called my name, and I was like, man, well, after we finish the show tonight, Mark, we're supposed
See,
to.
that's why I my kids took mine, so I didn't get
Oh
any. But this was, like I said, my first time having meat and everything, and it was delicious.
yeah, there's the tasting. So
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that one because we went inside and actually sat down and experienced a glass of it. And again, that was something I wanted to do. So you know what I'll be doing next time. Definitely. I
mead
know.
is one of the oldest drinks in the world.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yes, mead is actually it dates back to like they had mead and honey in Egypt, and they had it all the way through the Middle Ages, and it's just the oldest one. That and beer, they are the oldest drinks ever. Most people drank beer and mead because the water was so bad.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
I
to
remember
say
that.
the best mead that they had was the holiday one. That
Oh, did you like that one?
that was good, and it's sad because he was like, yeah, it only comes out specific times of the year, but it was
The
good.
Hamtown, yeah,
Yeah,
Hamtown comes out at Christmas.
that was good, and it tastes like the holidays when you taste it. You get that feeling. So that was a very good beer. I mean, mead.
I mean, my favorite is the Harvest Fair mead, but
They
there's
had
a
that.
funny story that goes along with the Harvest Fair mead. When we took over 4 years ago, um, we were talking to Ed, and we said, "Hey, you make mead?" And he goes, "Yes." And we're like, "You're coming to our event?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "We," and me and my sister Norma, we were like, "We really would like you to make us a mead, for our event, just kind of like a special kind of thing." And I was like, "We like blueberry." And he goes, "Okay." He goes, "When's your event?" I went, 10 weeks. And he goes, "It takes 9 weeks to make mead." So the night before, he was finishing up bottling all this Harvest Fair mead, labeling it, everything else. We, our first year, we were out there. it rained so much in Southampton, we'd water to here. But they had sold out in 4 hours.
Oh wow.
I remember him telling us that story inside
Yeah,
the in the thing. He was telling us that story.
yeah. And that's when he said, I have property. And we're like, good, because we don't like water. So we moved out to Breezy Hill, and the rest is history.
It is a beautiful location as
Yeah, it
well.
is.
I have to say, I'm glad you're there, especially when you first walk up, because you would think, oh, there's not much here until you walk down the path. I'm like, oh, it's
It's
everywhere.
large.
It's large.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we cleaned out. It was all foresty area, and we took out a bunch of dead trees and all the deadfall, but we kept all the natural stuff. And then we made some pathways, and made us a road because that way you can get in and out. But yeah, there's a lot, blood, sweat, and tears. Oh, those are
Nah,
really
I
good
didn't
pictures.
see
Can you send
those.
those to me? Yeah, those are some good pictures. Can you send those to me? Because I can use
Yes,
if I can use them on my website, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everything that we
When
have,
you,
you have. So don't even
yeah,
worry
I
about
told
it.
them what
Whatever
you
we have,
said,
you
every
have.
one of them. I think
I mean,
I need to do a little bit better job of taking the pictures, but
and
it
then
was a lot.
and then Calibus will send you the videos as well that we took over the weekend.
Oh,
So
that'd be great because we can use those as promotionals on our website and our Facebook page. So, or tag us on your Facebook page. Um,
look at that.
so
No, I'm gonna send them to you, Tess. Matter of fact, I'll send most of them to you right after the thing because I want to take the videos and I'll probably have to put them so they'll fit when I send them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
mhm.
But
Yes, because I'll send them to Richard because he's my media guy, so he does all that.
look at all this. I mean the
Yeah.
things the vendors. I mean oh my god. We talk about the conventions a lot and how much I mean, don't get me wrong, we enjoy them, but this was such a I guess it was almost like a LARP experience because you felt like you were there in character and you got to talk to the vendors and everything else and the people that we met and some of the items that they had. I mean, just amazing. The
Yeah,
pelts.
it's definitely modular too now. In May. Definitely keep those in mind next year. So I can put the day in. Because I went to work on Monday and I was like, look at this, and people's like, oh my goodness, and
Yeah.
I
Well, always remember that it's the first weekend in May and the first weekend in September.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
there
We
you go.
made it that way because, well, we needed to make it standard days because all of us are insane and we need to fill our calendars. So,
Perfect.
Okay.
like this weekend, I'll be going to Bath, North Carolina to be in a pirate event. So,
Okay. And then
all
we
right, there
also,
we are.
See if
then
I can
I
bring this
actually got
over so you guys
to.
can see this up close. Look at
Oh yeah.
hmm
that. Her Majesty.
That was
Yeah.
my new hat. I had to buy a new
And
hat.
I
I
actually
have
got
way
to
too many
fly the
clothes.
area, fly the bow and arrow. That was amazing. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was just fun. I
Hold
love
on.
going to cons, but this
There
was
he is.
There he
right
is,
up there.
Brad.
He was funny.
There's the Brad.
Yeah, that
Dun, dun, dun,
song
dun.
was
Yeah.
that was a long song, and he had to memorize his facial expression, the way he was moving his hands. It was great.
Oh, he has a repertoire of probably about 300 songs, and sometimes we'll just be sitting there doing something or working on something, and he'll just break out in some weird song, and we're like, I mean, just off the wall crazy stuff, and we're like, and then we all start singing, and we're like, oh, we're all insane. So.
But that's cool though.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is. It's a great. I have a really great staff. All of them are volunteers. All of them are basically like family. We're like a one big family. So it's all good. We all do, we spend a lot of time together. Because we have not just besides doing the fair, but we also are in the group called Cornucopia. It's a medieval Renaissance group, and kind of like your groups. And we do a monthly events where we come out and throw sharp, pointy things. Um, Axes, knives, bows and arrows. We do sword fighting. We do demonstrations at places, but we're a medieval educational group, and we just have a good. Most of the time, we just do it with us. We don't really go out like we're supposed to, but we just kind of do it for ourselves. But it's a lot of fun. And it's like family. So
And this surprised me because, of course, my grandson had to have some cotton candy, but they didn't
that stuff
tell
was
me. And
so
when they
good.
like, we have adult cotton candy, I'm like, adult cotton candy. So I had a Jack and Coke cotton candy,
That
and
was
let me
good,
tell
wasn't
you,
it? Wasn't that some good stuff right there? I don't know how she did
man,
that, but that stuff was good.
Jar Jar gets my vote. So Jim was the one from Yester Toys. He owns Yester Toys, and he was letting me do the promotional where if they brought in a canned good, they got a percentage off their whole total purchase. So Jim, thank you. And then there's Keel who owns Yester Toys too. Our Vader trumps Darth Maul. So we were having some spirited debates today, so I'll just leave that at that. But we were having I mean that cotton candy thing with the Jack and Coke, and I was like, I wonder what any other flavors they had. You know what I mean? Because I tore that up
I
before
had
I
the
even got
coffee. It
halfway
was
down the
so
street.
good. I had
Really,
the coffee one. It was so good.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it was awesome.
It was.
The
It was a
mugs
great experience. You know,
and the
I mean,
potions.
yeah.
I
I mean,
like the way she had the potions where they were swirling. When you turn them around, they started swirling and stuff in the glasses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my friend Kristen. She's crazy too.
yeah,
A lot of these vendors I've known for a really long time. A lot of all the reenactors I've known for years. We do things all the time, so it's a lot of fun.
I noticed that. You know, when somebody will come up to you, I can tell. You know, the family aspect that y'all have for each other, the love, the friendship. You know, just by us being there and seeing how they were interacting with you, that was great to see. That was cool.
Yeah.
You have a lot of friends,
Those are the
and most
sticky.
of them are special, like me. We all get along.
You know,
Well,
the
it's just like in your world, like, I raised my kids really big in sci-fi. So, this is just an aspect of my personality. I love Star Wars, I love Star Trek, I love, all kinds. I mean, I'm a huge Highlander fan. Okay?
Oh
There can
wow.
only be
Oh,
one. There can only be one.
yeah.
Um,
We start singing a song.
so
Oh, there is
you know
one.
what I'm saying? There can only be one. And the one is me. So I figured the one is me. So there's only me. So like, but
Okay.
we have a great time. And it's just something that we want everyone to experience, that kind of magic and that kind of, because again, even if, I've gone to San Diego Comic Con and stuff like this, it's all kinds of fun. I've been to the Raleigh Comic Cons, I've been to all kinds of fun stuff. But giving the magic to the people who can actually do it and not have to pay for it, a lot of times that's really cool because, it's hard to, you take your kid to Busch Gardens and you spent $400 just to go to Busch Gardens for the
Yeah,
day.
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
So, you know, hell, go to the movies, it's $100. Um, so it's a fun filled day. For those who don't have the fundage, or they don't have the, you know, they just don't. It gives them a free, really fun event, a fun day. It's for a good cause, all the fun things. And
Yeah.
we actually enjoy dressing up, and I enjoy dressing up and wearing a bunch of crowns. So there's that.
Is your next one in September? Is that also going to be a food drive?
Yes, that is our whole purpose. Harvest Fair is a 501(c), which is our charity. We have Harvest Fair, the event, and Springtime in the Shire. But yes, we are on a crusade against hunger, and that is why we put on these events.
All
we got this.
Mhm. And all the vendors pay
There
my
they are.
bills.
right.
I'm telling you, I that was when I saw them, those wolfhounds. I gotta have one.
There were
I
so
gotta
many.
have one.
Oh yeah.
Now, I did want to ask, how long did it take you to tear down once everybody left on Sunday? Because we were
Well, we are really good at it,
okay.
and it took. We got everybody out, all the vendors out by 7:15,
Okay.
Oh.
and we were tore down by eight. Well, by about 7:30, and then we came back on Monday, and tore down our tents and some of the other stuff. But yeah, we were done by noon on Monday.
Oh wow.
I was when I
Well,
looked at that, I was
we're just
trying to
saying
figure
we're
out.
really, we're very, 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 very good at this. Okay,
Yeah.
we pack out like we ain't paying rent. So
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't know how you're going to get all this
Yeah,
stuff
look at
out
me.
of there.
Here's a Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday.
well, we were there on Wednesday because we have to finish the grounds. We set up our tents, and then all the vendors come in and they set up their stuff, and then they break it down. So again, like a lot of the stuff, these vendors, they break their own stuff down, they bring it in, they put it up,
Okay.
and then we, um, all the other stages and all this stuff that comes down because we have our crew of volunteers that come out and they just were like, "This is what you need to do. See that? Make it go away." So
Okay.
Well, I tell you, I know it's getting late for you, but we wanted to bring you back, tell you thank you for the. I mean, it was something that I wanted to do. I was a little bit afraid to do, but I had the crew behind me, like, yeah, let's go do this, and I'm like, okay, let's go do it. And then when we got
can I
out
just
there,
ask
it was
why
amazing.
you were afraid to go to a Renaissance fair?
I'm not a fantasy guy. You know,
You're
I just,
what?
He loves Star Trek and Star Wars, but
But
not
it's not
fantasy.
fantasy.
Yeah.
but not
It's
fantasy.
war.
I don't know what
Okay,
it
I'm
is
just
about
trying to
it.
wrap my head around that.
But you
I'm just
know, the thing I did like, the thing, of course, what I mean, swords. So you had the we had, oh my god, the swords and the axes and everything else that you guys had there was like boom. But again, just being around everybody in their cosplay was the thing that I like. And then of course, we sacrificed Rob to the cosplay gods for the contest. I
hey, he
thought
did
that was,
great.
he
Good job.
did. He did. Had us out there representing us, made us proud, Rob.
Hmm.
But does anybody have anything else? Any more questions for Tess or anything else?
Oh, I can't wait till September. I'm definitely going to put the day in. Hopefully, I can get it with it being Labor Day weekend. But we're there, and please, I hope the weather is just. Oh, I know on Monday when we woke up, I was like, man, God, why couldn't this been on Saturday?
Yeah.
You know.
Sunday was
Hey, but if it
the
had
weather.
been, then we might have had a parking problem. So as it was, we were good under parking. So that's like my whole thing. Parking.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
is the
say
bane of my
Sunday was.
existence.
I know Sunday you had a problem with parking because there was so many people there, so it did kind of even out for Saturday. But
Right.
yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. We will see you at the Blackbeard Festival. We
Yes, come down and see me. I'll be on the point in my pirate. I'll be in my pirate ensemble. Being a pirate.
we've ordered some shields, so we got to pick those up.
Yeah, I can't believe I bought it. I mean, this is how much I enjoyed myself. I mean, I'm getting. I mean, it's a Star Trek shield, but it's a shield, and
It's a shield.
Yeah,
and I already know where I'm going to put it at on my wall. I mean, it was great. It was great. I don't know why. I'm like Calabiz. I've been invited to fairs before years ago. And didn't know if anybody wanted to go. So I was just glad that my husband and Rob
Well,
and
I
was
I
like,
am very privileged. I am very privileged that you enjoyed it so much. It does warm my little black heart. So but I'm really grateful for everything. Like you went out and you got food for the food bank. You did all of that. Your discounts and stuff for people. I am touched and privileged that you reached out to me and to do this with us. I just really thank you for being on our crusade against hunger.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm very
Uh,
privileged and I'm proud to call you my friends now. So look, now you're indoctrinated. You one of us. Um, so
thank you.
Yeah,
no,
I'm so glad
we're
we
gonna
met.
continue with
Yeah.
your help.
Yeah.
We have other allies that are going to help us help you. So we are the honored because again, you opened up my eyes to a whole new world of what I want to do. And again, didn't think I really was going to want to do that. Now I'm like the rest of them. I'm
hey,
like,
you
well, except for Marky Mark. Marky Mark is the only one who's really like, nah, I don't want to do it. The rest of us are like, let's get it. Let's get
Well,
it.
not
You know
to
what
the point he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to dress up.
I was gonna go.
Yeah, he was
I
gonna
mean? Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to go, but
see,
I wasn't gonna dress up, but I did dress up.
But you looked
you don't
good.
have to dress up. Now you can walk through there in. I mean, if you want to be Darth Vader, walk through there in Vader. I will walk in my crown next to Vader. I have no problem. Okay, if you want to go be, bring your TARDIS. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I am.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that's Zoe. Yeah,
Yeah.
shut up, Zoe.
But I think all in all, you've made fans out of all of us. You know, Rob was already a fan, but I think you've made fans of all of us. I know for a fact that there's a young lady over here that is already planning out 3 or 4 dresses ahead of time, and you know,
Get
I'm
your
gonna have
credit
to be working
cards
fast,
ready.
Yeah.
right? I'm already working extra hours as it is, so. But we enjoyed it that much. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do some more stuff. I'm willing to get me a. I want me a different little outfit when I go in September. I really enjoyed it, and I can't thank you guys enough. And when we end this, I'm going to send some pictures some way your way, and then on Sunday I'll be sending you some video.
Okay, cool. What I'll do is I'll send you Richard's email so you can send them directly to
Oh
him
yeah, do
so
that.
he can upload them. He can upload them onto our website. And
Okay.
actually, too, send me your what your whole group is and what you want to call it, and I'm going to put you on our website as one of our allies.
Oh,
Oh, great.
greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
And so send all whatever linkable information you have, like your link tree or whatever, so that it will be embedded into our website. So when people go on and they go allies, click
Oh, that's
All
awesome.
right.
because we may be in medieval, but we have a lot of technology.
Thank
Or
you.
All
I
right.
they like to call it witchcraft. It's all witchcraft.
Well, look, Tess, we're not going to hold you. We want you to get some rest, and we will see you at the Blackbeard Festival, and then, of course, we're going to see you in September.
Yep.
Ma'am.
Exactly. All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks a whole lot.
Thank
All
Now,
you.
right.
how do I close out of this?
Guys, have a great night.